Welcome to the Filogy Finance tutorial series. In this tutorial, our story continues with the sale process. You started a new WooCommerce web store, invested $1,000, and bought goods for sale. Now your task is to sell them and generate profits. In this part, you can see how Filogy helps to manage WooCommerce sale orders. We already have an order placed by the customer on the front end. We will issue an invoice first, then record the payment, and finally the delivery note. The order is created on the front end. All other documents are converted from the previous one. Every document has its antecedents, so you do not have to create any one from scratch now. On February 28th, a customer orders a bicycle for $249. The order has a sequential order number. On February 29th, we create a sale invoice from the order. The invoice will have similar data as the order, so the order will be copied and converted into the invoice with just a few clicks. In Sale Orders menu, select the original order. You can see that Michael N. Wilbunks has ordered a bicycle for $249. This is the first document of the case. The document status is open because we have not done anything yet with it. The overall status of the case is ordered, so your task is to handle the order and do the next step depending on your needs. First, let's check the inventory status. Click on the product. Select the Inventory Status tab. You can see that the committed quantity is 1 and the available quantity is decreased by 1 from 5 to 4 because the customer has ordered one item that will need to be delivered. The in-stock quantity remain 5, the stock value and stock unit value also unchanged, as we have not yet delivered the goods. Please remember that the inventory unit value is $140. We've reviewed the order and checked that the product's in stock. The payment method is direct bank transfer, and we want the customer to pay before delivery, so the next step is to issue an invoice that the buyer can pay. We will use a special invoice type that does not mean delivery, we call it pre-delivery invoice. So let's convert this order into the invoice. In the Actions section, select Create Pre-Delivery Invoice Item. A new draft invoice is created with a few clicks. You can check it. If everything is correct, finalize it by pressing the Save button. After saving, the document cannot be modified anymore. The invoice has its sequential invoice number. Press the Print button to print it. The accounting journal entries of this invoice have been created automatically. The first is account receivable, which shows that the customer has to pay you $249. The second row is sale revenue, that is the income generated from the sale of goods. In the case data meta box, you can see that you have already two business documents, the order and the invoice. The order has been closed because we have already been converted it into an invoice, which is open because the following documents can be made from this. The Action section also shows that the invoice is open. The case status shows that you have two tasks: wait for the payment and arrange the shipment. The financial indicators show that there is $249 revenue. The account receivable indicator shows that the customer has not paid. You can also see that there is no any cost because the product has not been delivered and Filogy hasn't been booked any cost of sold goods yet. On March 5th, the customer pays the bill. However, the WooCommerce payment gateways can automatically create the payment document. We are going to create it manually by converting the invoice into a payment document. In the Sales Invoices menu, open the Sales Invoice because you will create the incoming payment document from it. In the Actions menu, select Create Incoming Payment Item. A new draft payment document is created with a few clicks. If everything is alright, let's save it to finalize it. By creating this document, you tell Filogy that the customer has paid the bill. After saving, the document cannot be modified anymore. The final saving failed because I didn't enter data in the external document number field, where the cursor is now. I will enter the transaction identifier number given by the bank. Save the document again. Now, the finalization was successful. The automatically created accounting journal entries show the details of the payment. The first item tells that your bank account has increased by $249, and the account receivable, which is the customer's debt, decreased. So the customer paid $249 to your bank account. You already have 3 documents in this case. The order was already closed, because we have nothing to do with it. The pre-delivery invoice is still open, because the delivery will be derived from it later. The incoming payment is a final step of the process. No other document will be created from it, so it is closed. The action section also shows that the incoming payment itself is closed, but the overall case hasn't been finished yet. The goods are waiting for delivery. The financial indicators show $249 cash flow. The account receivable has become 0 because the buyer has no debt anymore. The other indicators are unchanged. It's March 7th when you deliver the goods. You are going to generate a delivery note from the invoice. Note that you generate 2 documents from the invoice, the incoming payment, and the delivery note. Let's convert your pre-delivery invoice into a delivery note. This is the same method as we have done so far. In the Sales Invoices menu, open the Sales Invoice again, because you will create the delivery note from it. In the Actions menu, select Create Delivery Note Item. A new draft delivery note is created. Press the Save button if you decide to finalize your delivery note. Filogy Finance generates the accounting journal entries again at the finalization. One of the entries is the cost of sold goods, that reduces your profits, and the other is the decrease of inventory value. But why $140? You can remember that the inventory unit value of the bicycle is $140, which is the average purchase price for which you bought it. This is the cost of sale now. There are 5 business documents, all closed, including the delivery notes, which was made now. The action section also shows that the delivery note and the whole case are closed, so no more action is required. The financial indicators show the $140 cost, which is the cost of sold good. As the sales revenue is $249, the $140 cost reduces your profits to $109. The $249 cash flow is showing that the merchandise is paid. Check the inventory status, click on the product name. Select the Inventory Status tab. You can see that the in-stock quantity is decreased from 5 to 4. There is no committed quantity. The in-stock value is reduced by $140, which is the unit value of the product. The inventory value of bicycles is $560 now. But how could it be even more simple to do if you don't need so much detail? Once the customer has placed the order on the front end, you only need to record one single document, an invoice plus payment. On March 11th, a customer orders a bicycle using a 10% coupon. The price will be $224.10. On March 12th, you will generate an invoice from the order. You want to record the payment at the same time, so you generate an invoice plus payment document. You are going to record the invoice plus payment document by converting from the order. In Sales Orders menu, select the original order. The Actions section, select Create Invoice plus Payment Item. So, you create an invoice plus payment document from the order. We save it to create the final document. After saving, The document cannot be modified anymore. Let's print the invoice to send it to the buyer. The invoice is also available on my account page of your website for the buyer. The journal entries have been created automatically again. They are similar to those described in the previous example. You can see that all of our documents have been created. All are closed, so you don't have any further action. The statuses also show that everything is closed. Financial indicators are similar to what you saw in the previous example, but because of the cheaper price due to the coupon, the values are slightly different. This is the end of the sales story. You've seen a complex and simple solution to the financial support of sales. In the next part, you can see how the financial reports show what has happened in these sales processes. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.